From raw dust to industrial dominance, welcome to Factory Founder, where the world is built step by step.
What you're about to see begins deep inside the forest, but it does not end there. It ends in wine cellars, fireplaces, kitchens, restaurants, and homes across the world, all from one material, one tree, one oak log. This is the story of how raw oak is transformed through power, patience, and precision inside a modern oak wood sawmill factory. Massive oak logs arrive at the factory before sunrise, each one weighing several tons and carrying decades, sometimes over a century, of slow growth locked inside its dense fibers. Oak is unforgiving and extremely valuable, and every movement here respects that reality. As trucks roll in, dust rises from the gravel yard, and cranes immediately begin unloading. Every log is inspected the moment it arrives. Workers examine diameter, length, grain direction, and moisture content using electronic probes. Because too much moisture will cause cracking later, and too little will make the wood brittle. Some of these logs are destined to become wine barrels, while others will never touch a barrel. But nothing here is wasted. Before cutting begins, the bark must be removed. Logs are fed into enormous rotating debarking drums where steel ridges slam them repeatedly. Tearing away thick bark in violent motion as chunks explode outward and dust fills the air. And then the transformation appears as smooth golden oak emerges beneath the bark, stripped clean and ready. The debarked logs roll onto steel conveyors and move toward the heart of the factory where the primary bandsaw powers up. A razor-thin blade strong enough to cut through wood that has survived storms for generations. As each log advances, the blade bites in, thick slabs peel away, sawdust erupts, steam rises from freshly exposed wood. Every cut is deliberate because one mistake could destroy years of potential. Slabs separate and slide away, and the oak is no longer a tree, it is now material inside the secondary cutting hall. Vertical saws refine the slabs into long planks under bright, unforgiving lights, designed to reveal every flaw. Here, quality is decided as workers inspect grain direction, knots, and curvature. Flawed planks are rejected instantly, while others are marked with chalk and selected for something special. Wine barrels. These premium planks are stacked carefully by hand and handled slowly, because what happens next will affect the flavor of wine years into the future. The selected planks are cut into long, curved staves, where every angle and millimeter matters. Unlike mass production, this process demands restraint. The staves are taken outside and stacked in endless rows under open sky where sun, rain, wind, and time do the work. Machines cannot, removing harsh tannins and stabilizing the wood over months or even years. When the time is right, the staves return inside and are softened in steam chambers, not burned, not dried, softened. Then the real craft begins. As staves are arranged upright in a circle and a fire burns beneath them. Slowly and carefully the wood bends inward as metal hoops are tightened bit by bit because too fast will crack the wood and too slow will fail to seal it. process unchanged for centuries. Fire, wood, and human judgment, until the barrel closes for the first time.
Okay, let's check these new ones. Looks good, should be ready now.
A single vessel held together without glue or nails, only pressure. Now the inside of the barrel is toasted with controlled fire. Caramelizing sugars and creating complex flavors, vanilla notes, spice, and depth. This is where wine will breathe. The fire is extinguished, smoke rises, the barrel cools, and its identity is sealed. The exterior is sanded smooth, steel hoops tightened one final time, and a heated branding stamp presses into the oak, leaving a permanent mark of origin. Rows of finished barrels rest quietly in storage halls waiting, but the story of the oak does not end here. While premium wood becomes barrels, everything else moves faster, much faster. Oak offcuts too small or imperfect for barrels are collected and rushed toward massive shredders, where steel blades tear the wood apart violently and relentlessly, chaos that quickly resolves into order. As the wood emerges as uniform strips. High-speed machines slice these strips into thousands of matchstick splints per minute. Perfect in length and thickness, vibrating into alignment before entering drying tunnels where moisture is removed with scientific precision. Because too wet, they will not light, and too dry, they will snap. Then chemistry takes over as automated dipping machines coat each matchstick tip, forming bright heads instantly. Cameras scan every piece, and defective sticks are removed in milliseconds without hesitation or interruption. Boxes fold, matches drop inside, robotic arms stack cartons into perfect grids. From chaos comes order, and from scrap comes necessity. Inside the warehouse, pallets stretch endlessly. As forklifts move silently through aisles, labels are applied, destinations assigned, trucks are loaded, and the journey continues. One oak log, two destinies. Wine barrels slow, patient, and timeless. Matchsticks fast, precise, and everywhere. Tradition and automation, fire and restraint, craft and scale existing side by side. This factory does not waste time, and it does not waste wood. It turns forests into legacy. This is not just manufacturing, this is transformation. This is the Oak Wood Sawmill Factory.